everyone hey.
Hey.
Where are we at again? This is a seafood place?
Crystal River Seafood.
Something Rivers. We won't give the full name so we don't get stalked.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've changed my flight for tomorrow morning, right, Roy?
Yep.
Because we're going to make sure Sampson doesn't die, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to keep an eye on Sampson and make sure that he does not die. So I've decided to change my ticket. I don't work tomorrow until 10:30 p.m. So I got time. We got time. We got doggies to save, right, Roy?
Yes, sir.
We ain't going to let him die. So the most important thing for Sampson to survive, isn't there a transport system in Florida?
There's a Florida transport system.
For dogs? All right. We have to throw away all of the hate and the slander. Hey, people called the shelter, right, that we were at?
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to get us kicked out?
Yep.
Didn't work, though, did it?
Did not work.
It didn't work because they knew that we were coming. And
They were warned.
They were warned. So the only thing is that that's not helping the dog, right?
Absolutely not.
All right, so what we need to do is keep an eye on Sampson, make sure that he's not forgotten, because I could just go home and we could have just not showed up at that shelter. He would have died at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
He would be dead. So that's the sad reality of these shelters down here. But transportation is good. So my brother is considering taking this dog in to foster and possibly adopt. Now, we need transport to get Sampson from here to there. Oh, thank you so much.
No problem. These plates are really
Oh, wow.
nice and careful.
This looks pretty amazing.
No problem.
So we need transport.
Y'all enjoy.
Thank you so much. To get him from that shelter over to Naples, Florida. All right? So the hardest part is getting someone to adopt that dog. Johnny, wasn't Sampson part of the prison program where inmates get to work with dogs? Yes. So he's trained.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what's right for him, that prison program. Probably scared him. Too many people in there, it's too loud. It's not a good environment for a dog that's fearful. If you have a dog that's fearful, putting them in a prison environment isn't the best place for them, in my opinion. That's my opinion, right? I don't know what you think. It's my opinion. So, I'd rather have them go to a retirement community or to a... No offense to anyone who starts a prison program.
I love prison programs.
Yes, they work. They do. But in his case, he's too fearful for that.
He got too attached.
Putting a dog in a prison program that's like that, to be trained, to me, is not the best course of action for that. That's what almost failed that dog. Putting that dog in that program was not a good idea, in my opinion. That dog needs to be with an older woman or my brother or somebody loving who's going to keep him away from stress.
He's old.
Loud noises. Nothing of loud noises is what he needs. He needs quiet. So that's what we need. Now, with that being said, he would have been dead at 3.
Yeah, he'd be dead already.
That wouldn't have been good. Okay? So we are going to literally save this dog's life from death. They were going to put a needle in him and kill him at 3. And the whole staff doesn't want to do it.
No, they don't.
They don't want to do it, but they have to. But he's being misjudged. Okay? So please network, get him noticed, and let's find a transport system so we can get him from Jacksonville to Naples. Okay, and my brother will take him in. Alright? My brother will foster him and possibly adopt forever. Okay? Which is great. He called me when I was at the shelter. Alright? Which is a miracle. Right? That's a miracle. And by the way, anyone who's going to post our cease and desist and make a big deal out of it and stuff like that, anyone who's worth their salt knows that the appeal is not done yet. It's still in process. Stop talking about that. It's getting old and boring. It's really boring at this point. It was exciting at first, but now it's just so boring. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. What they care about is these dogs getting out of shelters.
Yes, sir.
So let's focus on the dogs. Stop commenting on my page with just absolute stuff that just does not matter. It's just a waste of time. So anyway,
Quit messing with the shelters over this.
yeah, calling the shelters, trying to get them. Look, we're growing, so we're learning that we need to call these shelters ahead of time and get them
Warned.
warned. So there's nothing they can do. We're untouchable. All right. We are too big to fail, and we're here clearly to help these animals. All right. So I'm gonna leave this live video up so we can help network these dogs. And special thank you to Roy for being such a good host. Thank you to all of our supporters. Thank you to Rescues Need You for reposting everything. All of you guys, Jacqueline, Beverly, Coty, Jennifer, Candy, Mariana, Laura, Nicole, Connie for calling the shelters and telling them that we're okay, Terry. There's so many things that go behind the scenes in saving dogs, and I just want to thank all of them. Anyone else that you can think of? All the shelter staff. That's really cool.
Great.
The shelter staff's super cool. So what's great about saving these dogs, in my opinion, is the hardest part about saving a dog is finding the forever home. Money is manageable. We can get money. Like, we can get it together. Now, since we can't raise money at the moment because we have those allegations, we don't even need that right now for this dog. We need somebody who's going to transport this dog, because those transport services don't charge, right? Or do they?
No, not Florida. As far as I know, Florida's don't.
Okay, so if they do charge, we can find a way to get them personal money, not donations. So keep in mind that we need a transport from Jacksonville to Naples. That's our best shot right now. This is last minute, so my brother taking him in would be a good choice. So yes, thank you so much. And if we wouldn't have went to go see him, he'd be dead.
Yeah, he'd be dead.
He'd be dead. That's why it's so important that that we just go to these shelters, you know, and give them exposure, because it's heartbreaking to see. Roy, aren't all the kill shelters in Florida filled?
Filled.
All.
Filled.
They're turning away people, right?
They're turning away people.
They're turning them away. Okay. So people will say, hey, if you find a dog on the street, you can't even bring them to a shelter because they're full. They're not even taking owner surrenders, right?
Two shelters said that.
Perfect.
Two shelters said they have a list of dogs to go get, but they're trying to get the dogs in the shelter.
They have a list of dogs to go get that are strays, but they can't even go.
They can't go
because the shelters are packed.
they don't want,
That's why we're.
euthanize.
That's why I'm here. Okay, so use this thread to talk with each other. I love how you guys comment with each other. Let me put it this way. Last thing I'll say is that when you all talk and comment and interact, it saves lives. You notice that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When people talk, they say, hey, my sisters, my brothers, they know this, they know that. And then you guys just absolutely are miracle workers. Okay? So talk, comment, share. That's what really gets these dogs safe. So let's keep it going. Let's rock and roll. Let's save him. He was supposed to be euthanized at 3, and now, because of what we did, she came up and said, we're going to extend it till tomorrow morning. So we've got all night tonight to work on this. I rescheduled my flight just for Sampson. So let's work on this, and let's get this done. You guys are heroes. Let's prove that a dog that's being misjudged and fearful does deserve a chance at life. Thank you so much.